What's up, everybody? It's Kellen Nitro for Nitromaniac TV's wrestling channel, and part 2 of the Superstar Shakeup went down tonight from Providence, Rhode Island on SmackDown Live. We got a chance to take a look and see who SmackDown Live was getting from Monday Night Raw. We saw all the people that Raw ended up getting from SmackDown Live last night, so this was part B of the equation. Here are my thoughts. We'll start by saying I haven't actually sat down and watched the show yet, just due to the fact that it wasn't on Tuesday night in Canada. There was a scheduling conflict with Sportsnet, who holds the WWE rights, and that show did not air. I know, apparently we're big on hockey this time of year, so they showed Columbus and Washington instead. It'll run tomorrow, or I guess later today, I should say, Wednesday of this week. And it runs at 6 o'clock. They showed it live though tonight on their Sportsnet Now streaming service, which unfortunately does not have a PVR function as of yet. They live stream live sports, but they don't show, or there's no ability, I guess, to go back and play back the events you've missed on there. So if there's one knock about that service, it's get a gosh darn PVR up and running on that, please, because that would be awesome to be able to go back into archived sports events and see SmackDown Live if you missed it through that service, or Monday Night Raw even through that service. Just archive it, you know. Also, hey, WWE Network, why not show Raw and SmackDown at the same time? All you got is just that canned reruns of programming stuff. You're available on demand anyway, so just a thought. All right, Jeff Hardy coming over from Monday Night Raw. He won the U.S. title last night, and so you don't want to have both your mid-card belts on one show. So obviously the United States champion is Jeff Hardy, and came over and I guess wrestled Shelton Benjamin tonight. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how that match went. I was told online that it has kind of a vibe of mid-2008 SmackDown. That's unfortunately about the same time that I tuned out of watching the WWE product. So we'll wait and see exactly if it kind of is reminiscent of that, or, you know, if they jazzed it up a little bit. But Jeff Hardy coming over, United States champion, that's a no-brainer. You need a mid-card belt, and Jeff holds a mid-card belt. Remains to see how long he holds said mid-card belt. I think they said that there's supposed to be some sort of rematch to Greatest Royal Rumble between him and Jinder. Strange. But with the entire roster going over to Saudi Arabia, doable, I guess. Reading about the 2 NXT call-ups tonight were Sanity sans Nikki Cross for whatever reason, and Andrade Cien Almas complete with Zelina Vega. Almas and Vega have proven to be a very likable heel tandem, if you like your heels, I guess, over on NXT. And she's devious and he's got the muscle and the power to get the stuff done. So it's really cool. She can bust out a Hurricane Rana out of nowhere. I think the SmackDown Live fans, and I think the main roster fans, the people who don't subscribe to the network, will be wowed when these guys make their debut appearance on SmackDown Live. Almas and Vega, just don't job them out, please. They are a great act, and hopefully, you know, the momentum that they've got from the past year in NXT, where, you know, Almas looked like he was going nowhere, to now where he is now, it's going to be fun to see for sure. Sanity now without Nikki Cross. Interesting. I wouldn't have done that. I would have brought her up. Maybe there's a character repackage due. Maybe there is a thing where she might be even slated to go over to Raw. Who knows? I guess the rumor of Bray Wyatt bringing him in as his new followers at this point is kind of gone by the wayside as well. But Sanity coming up to SmackDown Live with Eric Young, Killian Dane, and Alexander Wolf. That'll be very interesting again. That's another tag team they need to kind of stash up or beef up their tag teams. And it looks like SmackDown Live now at this point is going to be epicenter of this rumored trios division, or this six-man tag division that WWE wants to try, because you've got the New Day, you've got Sanity now. It's going to be great. I think the two other big names other than The Miz, who came over last night on Monday Night Raw, that are heading to SmackDown Live are Asuka and Samoa Joe. Well, Asuka is a guaranteed lock for the SmackDown Live roster after WrestleMania. They kind of already executed that move, so no surprise there to see her show up on SmackDown Live tonight. Samoa Joe is a big surprise, and that's going to be one thing that I'm going to look forward to watching tomorrow night when they air the show, is the promo he cut and what his plans are as a character for SmackDown Live. I think they've got an incredible lineup from top to bottom now with AJ Styles as your champion. AJ and Samoa is always a great match. I've seen it live a couple times in the past. It's fantastic stuff. Even though it was over 10 years ago, it's still, I think, fantastic. I think they could probably still pull it off. It would be a fantastic match. Daniel Bryan Samoa Joe is good as well. Samoa Joe versus pretty much, well, the entire upper echelon as well on SmackDown Live is going to be great. Just book him as this unstoppable Samoa smashing machine and see what happens. I think you've got a Brock Lesnar type character that's full-time now. So, hey, right on. And he's coming back from injury. So he's going to be hungry to put on good performances. Joe's a great worker in the ring. He's fun to watch. And it's going to be a lot of fun to watch him on SmackDown Live. All right, again, I won't do my usual rating out of 10 for this show just because I haven't physically sat down and watched the show from front to back to see how everything kind of jives in and out. I've just been seeing YouTube clips of the show tonight and, of course, reading a list online of all the trades. But I think SmackDown Live kind of walks out of this year's Shakeup as the clear winner, in my opinion, between the two brands, because they've got not only a brand new fresh face as a general manager in Paige for the show, but they have all this great talent that have come over, and the matchups that will inevitably be made off of that. We're already seeing that The Miz and Daniel Bryan is going to happen, so that's a matchup that's a few months, if not years, in the making again. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles can possibly happen off of this. You have Asuka Charlotte with another rematch. You have Asuka versus Absolution as well. And you have Carmella as the women's champion of SmackDown that might just be grasping at the belt. She could be like a heel Daniel Bryan was with the World Heavyweight Championship a few years ago, when people like The Big Show and Sheamus were trying to chase him prior to that WrestleMania in Miami. I think if you book Mella that way, I think that that's going to be some interesting and entertaining television. But anyways, I'm losing my voice. I'm Kellen Nitro. Later days, happy wrestling watching, and we'll see you again on Nitromaniac TV's wrestling channel. And enjoy the spring and the summer. These are our new lineups, folks. Let's see what happens.